I've been with Dr. Brand for 4 years now, and I was started as a dental assistant. We do a general dentistry, but mostly an implant surgery, and we start with an analog approach, doing all our hybrid PMMA and zirconia full bridge cases here. So I started the lab in a year ago, which is Sander and Jeffy, they come from New York, and with John, they set up all the lab. They totally make a changeover in here. So we have our intraoral scanner, Trio scan. We have an exocad. We have our Ashiga printer, which is I love them, and then our milling machine, Roland. So Sander and Jeffy, they teach me how to use all these digital machine, so exocad training and the Ashiga training in a week. So they also taught us how to what is the protocol from the start. When we are taking a record for the surgery, a pre-op appointment, what do we need from the patients, what kind of scan do we need, what kind of photo do we need, and to the surgery, to the doctor in the surgery room, they taught us what is the protocol for the doctor, how to use a PIC camera to capture the information, the digital impressions and the implant location. And then from after surgery, like when we need an alginate impression to record the surgery tissue and all that. And then they taught me how to use the desktop scanner and scan everything into the computer. And Carlos and I will line up everything and get everything ready for the doctor, and he will get the teeth designed really nice, and we will either print it out and mail it out with our Ashiga printer and our roller machine. So and then we will put the pins on in the station right here, and also we will process and finishing. So I've been assistant for 4 years for now, and only have 1 year of lab work experience. And I started schooling in St. Petersburg. It's a dental assisting school, and I started internship with Dr. Brand in this office. So I've been assisting him for at least 3 years, full-time dental assisting. And in a year ago, and when Sander came in, when Dr. Brand decided to have an in-house lab, we do a lot of training in a couple months to equip ourselves to these new technologies. So in a month, we probably do around, let's see, at least 20 PMMA and zirconia. We do at least 5 to 10 of them. It depends on the schedules.
Hi, my name is Carlos Martinez, and I work here with Dr. Brand in Dental Implants of Okada. I'm a dental technician, and we do everything in-house, from the surgery until the final product, that is zirconia, and we are very happy. I've been working as a dental technician since 25 years.
All right, and you came up here from Southwest Florida.
That's correct.
To
yes.
Northeast Florida.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How long have you been with Dr. Brand here in this practice?
Around 8 months.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And how's your work experience been with the workflow of this lab?
Oh, it's unbelievable. It's the workflow what we implement here after Sander make everything for us is very is great.
Okay.
Being somebody who did the analog route for many years, the digital planning using the facial scanning, using Trios or any digital scanner, and merging all the data into exocad allows you to spend more time at the front end with the planning, and it aids in the predictability for what you're delivering to your patient sooner. If you merge and marry all these technologies together at the beginning, what you see on your screen in exocad with your facial scan is what you're going to get and what's going to be seeded into your patient's mouth. And so the analog techniques I found to be not quite as accurate, and then you had to work with multiple prototypes to work out the aesthetics if there's a cant, a midline problem. Then you're doing wax try-ins, or you're doing, multiple renditions of printed or milled temps and trying them in to try and, satisfy either occlusal or aesthetic demand. So with the facial scanning merged with all the other data, whether it be the PIC scan, the Trios, Medit scans, with exocad planning or 3-shape planning, it's predictability and it's fewer steps at the end, and generally occlusally and functionally, there's no question that you have less work on the back end when you do this on the front end. One of the things I'm a big believer in is that you have to have a certain amount of volume before it pays for itself. But it's probably not as much volume as some people think. I think most people who do full arch work understand that they're going to do some type of setup that's going to involve some type of records, maybe a backup denture. Maybe they're going to use a denture to set it up. They're going to have some conversion. They're going to transition to some PMMA at some time. And if you take the totality of cost from the beginning through the end, through maybe your final zirconia or whatever your final version of a restoration is, whether it be some crystal ultra or reinforced PMMA, doesn't matter. If you take the totality of the lab bills and you compare that to the investment of Trios, Medit scanning. I mean, Medit scanners are very reasonable, deliver excellent results. Milling machines are extremely sophisticated these days. The prices come down. I compare it to a Cerac machine at $120,000, and you can bring in a lot of really nice lab equipment for $120,000 that can mill, pucks. So for my office, we save on average $3,000 to $5,000 an arch by having our own lab. In other words, I can pay the note on all of my financed equipment. I can pay a highly talented digital lab technician. I can buy all the pucks and parts and pieces, and I still come out $3,000 to $5,000 a head per arch on every case that I do. So it became a no-brainer for our office at a certain point. Predictability when it comes to patient satisfaction and expediting getting there. Precision. That's 3 things, sorry.